Welcome to the weekly weather briefing for Monday, July 6, 2015. Forecast change, so please check our website for updated forecasts. Here's the overview. For Tuesday and Tuesday night, we're looking at a thunderstorm threat across the northern mountains with the potential for an evening gust front from the north, radiating outward from these thunderstorms into the northern Columbia Basin, moving south during the evening hours. We're not too sure that this is going to occur, however, it's something to be aware of. Wednesday night through Thursday looks like continued warm and dry with a small chance of thunder over the Camas Prairie. Otherwise, no weather threats beyond dry and warm fire weather issues. And then Friday through Monday, we're looking at a pattern shift to more seasonable temperatures, but an increasing chance of showers and thunderstorms across the region. Here's the overall field of motion from the water vapor satellite. On Tuesday, you'll notice that cold front along the British Columbia Yukon border. That's going to move south and brush by the northeast Washington and northern Idaho, and will bring a threat of thunderstorms to the northern mountains. Now during the week, the blocking ridge to the west that you see over the Pacific Ocean will be minoring out and breaking down, and a trough will form over the western United States. By Thursday afternoon, the East Pacific blocking ridge is wiped out, and this will open the door for more moisture and a slight cool down. A trough will begin to dig out of the Gulf of Alaska, though. And this will set up our general weekend pattern, which features an offshore trough digging and becoming established off the Pacific coast. And the benefit of this pattern will be temperatures will be a bit closer than normal, still slightly above normal, but not as hot as we've seen. That's a result of the hot ridge moving off to the east. The drawback will be an increased chance of thunderstorms and the possibility of flash flooding if these thunderstorms happen to remain in one location or slow moving or train over an area. And this threat will be especially high over recent burn scars. So for Tuesday afternoon and Tuesday evening, this is the more immediate threat occurring tomorrow. We are looking at isolated to scattered thunderstorms largely over the northeastern Washington mountains and the Idaho Panhandle mountains. And there is a possibility that these thunderstorms, especially if they become more widespread, will spit out a gust front that moves from the north to south through the Columbia Basin during the evening hours. You might see winds of 30 to 40 miles per hour with this gust front. And as a result of all this, we have a fire weather watch in effect for most of the area along the Canadian border, especially the mountain zones, and the Idaho Panhandle, moving down along the Montana border as well. And there is a potential that this will be upgraded to a red flag warning by Tuesday morning as the situation becomes more imminent. And then the Friday to Monday thunderstorm threat will once again exist mainly over the mountains north and east of the Columbia Basin. However, it'll be a bit more widespread, and these thunderstorms will be quite wet once they get going each afternoon and evening. Also, this pattern suggests that there is an isolated thunderstorm threat pretty much over the entire region, not just on the mountains, although the center of abundance, if you will be over the mountains. This is a lightning climatology study for moist southerly flow, which is the pattern that we are expecting this weekend. Historical climatology studies for this type of pattern suggest an active thunderstorm period, particularly on the mountains east and north of the Columbia Basin. However, you'll also notice that thunderstorms have been known to occur with these patterns pretty much anywhere in the forecast area. Here are the 7-day trends, and this is for Spokane and Lewiston. We see temperatures will remain quite a bit above normal through about Friday and then start a slow drop back, or at least a moderation back to near normal by Saturday, and then a little bit climbing again during the day on Sunday and into Monday. And you'll notice the significant precipitation threat down in Lewiston, which is closer to the Blue Mountains, which will be susceptible to that southwest flow. And the trend is pretty much the same for Wenatchee and Sandpoint. Again, even though at current, our forecast calls for 0% chance of precipitation at Wenatchee, this pattern may generate a thunderstorm or two someday during that 3-day period that'll come close to or possibly run over Wenatchee as well. So here's the 8 to 14 day outlook, valid July 13th through 19, and on the temperature graphic, the odds moderately favor continued above normal temperatures, which is to be expected with a southerly flow regime pumping up some warm air from the south. And the precipitation suggests moderately above average odds for above average precipitation, especially over the Idaho Panhandle. And once again, this is reflective of a stubborn pattern of a moist southerly flow over the region expected to last well into next week. So the impact summary, basically for Tuesday, we're looking at thunderstorms. There is a lightning spark fire threat with these thunderstorms. Our confidence is moderate with this. And we're only expecting moderate rain under these thunderstorm cores. And outflow gusts are possible, especially during the evening over the Columbia Basin, but confidence is lower for this. Then the main story for later in the week will be Friday through Monday. We are looking at a very real thunderstorm threat. Scattered wet thunderstorms, mainly on the mountains, but also isolated thunderstorms are possible in the basin. Our confidence is pretty high that we are going to see thunderstorms, not so high as far as the aerial coverage and exactly where they will occur. However, the main threat, other than the lightning for fire weather concerns, would be the flash floods, which are possible, especially on recent burn scars, if these thunderstorms happen to be slow moving or if multiple thunderstorms move over one area. And we're also looking at isolated valley and basin thunderstorms as well. So stay informed. We have a number of resources on the web. You can follow us and watch how the forecast evolves as the week wears on. So thank you for your time.